There we go. Let's get hatching some ROWLET eggs. Oh, I can't run right on here. How's everyone doing? Hello. But yeah, so back to hatching some eggs. So, hopefully, depending on if all things go correctly, we should have, we should be hitting odds tonight for ROWLET. Which is good, because tomorrow is going to be the last day before we get the Samurai raids game. Which means that we should be able to hatch a bunch more eggs tomorrow. But how is everyone doing? How are you doing, Copy? How are you doing, Foxy? Hope you guys are doing delightful. I know I'm doing well. I'm doing very, very well. Best Buy is the 4th branch. Oh, you're going to need to explain that, Mudkip. Your, context. Oh, nice. How are you shiny hunting Indeedee? Which way, how are you going to be hunting it? You're going to be doing it via MASUDA method, overworld encounters. Which way are you doing it? I'm very curious. Very, very curious. Rowlet ball. Lemon. Exactly, Mudkip. Lemons. Everything is lemons. There is no context. Exactly. Just lemons. Had an outbreak and didn't even reset. Ah, it makes sense. It just appeared. Fun. Very nice. But yeah, I'm hoping we get this this Rowlet. The Samurai counter video has already been finished being made, so all of those are done and dusted. Samurai raids, they're looking a little scary. I don't know. The Samurai raids are looking a little iffy in terms of stuff that can be used, but there's a few things that are good. But the setup for what can beat Samurai in a single hit is a little jank. You do need a little bit of coordination between a bunch of people for, like, you need a weather, you need a field condition, you need helping hand, you need this, you need that, and then you need the attack. So you just need a whole bunch of stuff going into this. Well, we've already gotten 2 of the owl. We have successfully acquired 2 of them so far. So all we need to do is find our 3rd and final of the owl. Which is good, because it is a good owl. We like the owl. Rowlet ball. Matchief. 40. But how's everyone doing? Hello, Omar. How are you doing? Hope you're doing delightful, Omar. I certainly know that I am. Box. But yeah, we've been getting a good bunch of these things. I'm happy. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thursday, actually tomorrow, not Thursday, tomorrow, we are going to be going live for the, we're going to be going live for the Samurai Terror Raids. That's going to be fun. Korok with backpack is better. Korok with backpack is amusing, Mudkip. It is a very amusing thing. So, honestly, here's what my thoughts are for the Korok with a backpack. That's going to be what takes place of Beetle. At least like in terms of like the sky areas. Because this is one thing that I thought of. If Beetle is the traveling merchant who just like sells you a whole bunch of like, you know, materials for things, well, what if there's like major areas that are in the sky? How is it that they're going to be able to explain Beetle can like traverse from the ground of Hyrule into like the sky areas? They're probably not going to be able to like have that make sense. So I think it's going to be the Koroks, because, you know, they're Koroks, they have to be able to fly things. They're magic. So I think that the Koroks being like almost merchants, I think makes sense. You know, in kind of a way like the Nopon from Xenoblade. Oh, nice. The giraffe thing is indeed very amusing. Giraffe thing is very amusive. I like the giraffe thing. Yes, tomorrow. Yeah, it is tomorrow. Remember, the things say the 31st, but that is the 31st when it rolls over in Japan time, which for us is the 30th. So, the way I always remember it is just subtract 1 day. Just go a day earlier and it's 8 p.m. that day. Also, the Korok with the backpack is on the ground. Yeah, I know, but I mean Korok with backpacks are going to be in the sky areas. That's what my thought process line is. There will be backpack Koroks in the air. Because Koroks amuse me. Like, I do like how the Koroks are just kind of annoying. Like, when you go for the collection of all the 900 Koroks, which we've done the 900 Koroks collection. But yeah, they're not bad. Remind me, DM what mon to use against Sam. We're gonna be having the counter guide go up tomorrow, Foxy, but just like send me a DM to remind you, and I can just send it over. It's a little janky for a couple of stuff to use, but they work. I have done the calculations, and they work. So, barring some stupid shenanigan nonsense, like Samurott getting like automatic setup of Swords Dance and Focus Energy and Rain all before the match even starts, it should be fairly easy. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they don't go AI freaking cheats. But there is a little bit of a worry that it is going to have Focus Energy, so I think it's possible to solo it. The solo is a little tricky. But when we actually get the moveset for what Samurott's going to have, I think a solo possibility is definitely real. The only issue is we don't know if it's going to be physical, it's going to be special, if it's going to be mixed, and what support, what setup move it gets. When we figure out what that is, that's going to be easy. Just crack it open like an egg. So once we figure that out, it's going to be easy to crack it open. Hopefully. You know, depending on, I mean, if they do, like, the Greninja route and give it, like, the most degenerate type coverage in existence and give it, like, 9 different attacking moves, then we're screwed. Yeah, I am expecting, if it isn't mixed, it's going to be special, and it's going to be special with the Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, Grass Knot, that's the other move. And then like Mega Horn or X's are on there. Corviknight's only good if it's physical. Because Corviknight does have very, very good physical defense. Its special defense is okay. But when sustaining prolonged attacks, it doesn't really do super well against like prolonged special attacks. Especially neutral water special attacks. So Corviknight's a little iffy if it's special. If it's physical, it's fantastic. Because Corviknight, like, does not take much physical damage from anything it has. But Corviknight's a very good support. Metal Sound, Screech, fantastic. If you want to have a Corviknight do a little bit of damage, you can give it Drill Peck. And it can do some work. But again, the big issue is, if Samurott gets Focus Energy, we're dead. You Belly Drum and Drain Punch. Don't you even suggest that, Mudkip. One move, Sword Dance, Focus Energy, Mega Horn, Liquidation, Aqua Cutter, Ice Beam, maybe Grass Knot, Sacred Sword. There's a lot of moves it gets. Like, it gets Drill Run, Smart Strike, Night Slash, X Scissor. Like, it gets Air Slash. It gets freaking... I don't think it learns Work Up. I think Work Up is something that it only got in like generation 5 or 6. It doesn't learn, I don't think it learns Work Up anymore. Which I need Spathra. I would recommend using a normal encounter power sandwich then if you're just looking for Indeedee. You're not looking for a Spathra. But yeah, Samurott's gonna be a little tricky depending on what it gets. You know. The biggest worry of move combination is Focus Energy, Grass Knot, X Scissor or Mega Horn, and like Aqua Cutter, because high crit moves. It's kind of insane. Yeah, its coverage is just ridiculous. It gets... Because I counted this up for the guide video. Excluding normal type, because like normal type moves don't count, it gets 9 different attacking types moves, and those moves all have very high base power. You know, I consider a high base power to be, 75 base power or above, and it gets that for 9 different typings. And it isn't just 9 different typings. It is 9 different typings with physical and special moves. So it literally just gets everything in existence. It also has a lot of bulk. Hello, Boss One. Hello, Rosie. How are you doing? Again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Also, screw off, Fletchling, you suck. Yeah, like, Samurott is going to be an insane one. But, thankfully, that's why I made the counter guide video. And you guys are not going to guess what the best option to use to beat these raids are. Because it makes... By conventional wisdom, it makes 0 sense. But, when you look at the numbers, and you actually look at... Yeah, that makes sense. It can do this. It absolutely works. And it's so silly. But it is the best option. Oh, nice. Metallica's got a new album. Delightful. I enjoy Metallica. But, as you may be able to tell from the, the jacket, I'm a big fan of Def Leppard, though. No, Gastrodon, not Gastrodon. Gastrodon is a fantastic support. Because even if Samurott does have Grass Knot, Gastrodon can live, like, I think it's like 2 or 3 Grass Knots from it. Revroom will be good for this, yes. Revroom with physical defense beefed up to the maximum, filter, and maximum HP, it lives 2 Drill Run. And it is only afraid of Drill Run or Dig. Other than that, there's nothing that Samurott gets that Revroom is scared of. So, if it just doesn't have Drill Run, Revroom's perfectly fine. And it's able to just do shenanigans. But yeah, like, Revroom is fantastic. The Revroom is pretty solid. Revroom is a safe pick. But, you are going to need something with Helping Hand for this. Revroom is so-called Steel Avalo when it comes to Special Samurott. I mean, Revroom is just good against everything. Like, unless you are dealing with a same type attack bonus ground move user, Revroom just does well against basically everything. It's just so good at doing stuff. Like, it gets so many good support moves. It gets so many good just tech options. It's bulky. It just gets everything. Like, it is, like, I would say it's probably in, like, the top 5 best support Pokemon for Terror Raids. Like, up there with, like, freaking Grimmsnarl. Because Grimmsnarl's insane. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting turn of raids. Yeah, Metallica's got a lot of good ones. Metallica's got good songs. I'm a big fan of Enter Sandman. There's one other I know that I really like. It is Azumarill is very good if you don't really have anything else, because Azumarill can survive a few Grass Knot, and Samurott does not get Poison Jab. So I found this today when I was researching. It does not get Poison Jab, meaning Azumarill can very safely come in, Belly Drum, and, just start going to work. Because Grass Knot, when used on Azumarill, is only 60 base power, but you do need to watch out. It needs to be healed immediately after using Belly Drum, because the second Grass Knot will take it out. If Samurott is not using special attacks, Iron Hands is going to be just a legend. Iron Hands will be absolutely amazing because its physical stats are just off the charts. Even Drill Run barely does a thing to it, but if you go up against a special set, it just gets deleted. Because its special defense is just non-existent. People are going to use Cloister teams. I've seen that people are going to use Cloister teams. I think Cloister would be a good option if Samurott doesn't have special moves. I like Cloister. I'm a big fan of the Shell Razor. But it gets absolutely obliterated by anything that uses a special attack. Something like Grass Knot would rip through it. And even like special water attacks will still do a lot to it. But it could be okay. It could work well. But again, it needs to go up against a physical set. You know, if it's a physical set, you're fine. I guess if it just does... No, because it's a lot of special water moves. I already Scream Tail and Samurott. It does get fake tears. It does get fake tears. You just need to watch out for one thing, and that is, you do just need to watch out for Smart Strike. And you're pretty fine then. But it does get fake tears. It does get Helping Hand. Scream Tail's not bad support. Scream Tail is a not bad support. Plus, it also does get Sunny Day, which is instrumental for one of the plans I have. Yeah. It's funny that the two plans that can one-shot this thing both involve weather. One involves sun, one actually involves rain. The rain one's a little bit risky, though, because the rain one, of course, it's rain. You need to use the rain field condition when facing a water-type attacker. Historically, not a great combination. But like, if it's pulled off, it will do phenomenal damage. Does Samurott get a bug move? X-Scissor. Shell Armor. Why Shell Armor? Shell Armor just makes it so you can't crit it. That's all Shell Armor does. Yeah, the ability isn't going to come too heavily into play, but it's something. I hate it, Foxy. It deserves to burn and be smelted down into paperweights. That is all Mega Metagross is good for. It deserves oblivion, and I will gladly bring it to oblivion. It should never have existed. Yeah, well, it gets X's or it gets Fury Cutter, so it gets two other bug moves. I can see it going for either of them. Mega Horn's the one I know a lot of people are leaning on, and I think that's the worst case scenarios if it goes for Mega Horn. But I'm thinking it could probably go more for X-Scissor, because X-Scissor is a little more of a, not terrible move. Samurott will have physical attack, mixed physical. Physical or physical. Yes. I think it could. I think it's going to go mixed. Because many of its best moves, in terms of pure, like, its strongest coverage moves are special. Its strongest stab options are also special. Of course, Hydro Pump, Surf, those are special attacks. Ice Beam, fantastic coverage. Grass Knot, fantastic coverage. Special. However, most of its move pool is physical. Sacred Sword, Night Slash, Mega Horn, X-Scissor, good amount of physical water moves like Razor Shell, Aqua Cutter, Avalanche, good one. But also, again, there is the issue of the mix set. The issue is the mix set is potentially highly terrifying because of the variability. You did mention that there was a new album from Metallica. Who else we want? Cloyce. Will that do Cloister? Oh, I feel like with Cloister, you just want to run Skill Link anyway, because Skill Link maximizes its damage. Because the best thing for Cloister is, Rock Blast setup, because Rock Blast is a multi-hit chain move. So Rock Blast would always hit 5 times when used, which is 125 base power rock move. Now, of course, double that, because it's super effective, to 250 effective base power every single turn. It's a little terrifying in terms of how much damage it's doing. I think you'd prefer Skill Link over Shell Armor, because there is a field effect you can do, Lucky Chant, which gives you immunity to being crit. The Shell Armor so does get crit when you Snowscape, chance of stop Brain Dance. Yeah, Snowscape is an interesting thing, though, because even if you get crit, it doesn't bypass Snowscape. But the issue is, if Simmer has special attacks, that gets completely bodied. That's the only kind of issue. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple of options you can use on it. Cloister was one I did consider, but with how non-existent Cloister's special defense is. Really? Lucky Chant's gone. Interesting. Fascinating. Okay. Okay, did not know that. Okay. Yeah. I still think that you would prefer Skill Link over Shell Armor. Because even though, yes, there is the crit possibility, that is going to be the obliteration that is provided by that. I think the amount of obscene damage Shell Armor can do is just a bit too hard to pass up. Because otherwise, you know, you're running that risk of you're not having a reliable damage option with Cloister against the Samurai. You know, doing, 50 base power, well, 100 base power, technically because of, of course, all the damage, versus, reliable 250 base power damage thrown out every single hit. That's a heck of a thing. Ion Deluge is gone. Interesting. Ion Deluge turned everything into being Ion Deluge was normal type moves turn electric for the turn, don't they? I never used Ion Deluge competitively, so I really don't know. Hello, always more videos. How are you doing? Can one of the mods please go grab Derek's video? How are you doing? Our good friend, always more. The greatest Kingler in all of existence. Hope you're doing well, bud. Hope you're doing well. Forza. Is Odor Sleuth in the game? I know it was priority plasma. Really? I know it was priority. Huh. Fascinating. I never used it. It was one of those moves that, like, I never used any Lightning Rod Pokemon next to... Okay, I did use, Lightning Rod Raichu was something I used for a good while. I never came across Ion Deluge. Granted, I would always run the Raichu specifically as the redirector, not as a damage support. Also, yeah, turn normal attacks. Okay. Yeah, I remember that Plasma Fists turns normal type moves electric for the turn. So, that I did know. Yeah, doesn't Foresight also, Foresight Odor Sleuth, doesn't that make moves always bypass accuracy checks? So, like, every move now hits? So I vaguely remember something like people wanting to do, like, Odor Sleuth or Foresight Oko moves. Vaguely remember that. Because it was, like, jank no-guard Machamp with Fissure. Which, I'm so glad that no-guard Machamp with Fissure is not a thing you can actually run competitively. Because it's not legal. Okay, Odor Sleuth has been dexed. Okay, interesting. I don't really mind the dex removal of moves. I did see Ghost. But we are hatching Rowlet, I say. If you guys want to host the raid, you can. Doing good. Let's see. I'm doing fantastic, always more. I have pretty much finished like a 90%, 90-95% of my plans for my matchup against Smoosh Moosh for the playoffs. Playoffs for the EBL are going to be going a week from Saturday, so about a week and a half. But Smoosh and I scheduled our match early, so we're going to be doing our match on Friday. And I am feeling very, very confident in my team, because I have planned for many, many things of our battle. But it's going to be fun. Yeah, bypass active protect them all my Pokemon. Yeah, I like that. I really like that, the idea of Odor Sleuth and Foresight. But I am kind of glad that they're gone. I don't know, because there's moves like that which can do a lot of problems. You know, they're very exploitable moves, and like things can do a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's something I think could be interesting. Rowlet ball. 3 more eggs. I also just realized this reminds me of the Olympics logo. Don't know why. It just does. There we go. But yeah, I'm hoping we get our Rowlet today. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Rowlet ball. How long have we been live for? We've been live for, like, 30 minutes? Yeah, we've been live for about 30 minutes. Which is good. Yeah, I was feeling a little bit tired today, but I'm glad I kind of, like, woke up. I woke up a bit, so that's good. So why does my thing keep red shifting everything? Like, there's this weird red filtery thing that just pops up on the webcam every so often. It's weird. I don't like that keeps happening. It looks really, really awkward. But it's going pretty good. Everything's going pretty good. Vivillon? Huh? Burning Ion Deluge was used on a Pachirisu paired with the mixed Greninja. Wait, why would you pair that with against a Greninja? Because that would mean Greninja gets hit by electric moves, though. Safeguard and Safeguard and Friend Guard. Interesting. Right, crits do not bypass Friend Guard. The only issue, though, with Vivillon is Vivillon's stats are garbage. Because remember, Vivillon itself does not receive the Friend Guard bonus. And Vivillon's stats are kind of really bad. Protein. Oh, you use Ion Deluge on your own thing to turn it into an electric type. Interesting. Now that's a play right there. Now that's a play. Greninja's a normal move. Let me use normal electric acid. Interesting. I'm honestly like very glad they nerfed Protean. Protean and Libero, I'm glad that they got nerfed. Those were obnoxious abilities. They were abilities that could win a match, not because of actual strategy, just because of annoying. Had Hyper Beam too. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's something. Electric Hyper Beam. I'm kind of surprised they haven't made an electric type version of Hyper Beam yet. Hyper Beam to drop a Yveltal. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I would actually really like to see that as a replay, because that just sounds amusing. Just Yveltal dropped. Ah, evil Tal. That thing. I can't even say that was the cause of my first loss in the EBL. Because it wasn't even the Yveltal that beat me. It was my own hubris. At just not realizing maybe I shouldn't have I should have Kartana fight this thing. Mood brain. But again, that was one of the problems with that. Yeah, Yveltal's I don't know, Yveltal's a thing. Yveltal's a thing, and that's all I'll say about it. Yeah. I'm not looking forward, though, to next time the EBL does EBL things, and the next person that gets Galarian Darm. Then again, I might need to yoink Friend Guard. I don't think Friend Guard stacks. I'm not sure if Friend Guard actually stacks, because abilities like that generally don't stack. I would be surprised if it does stack. But again, the issue is Vivillon's stats are kind of garbage. Even with the Friend Guard boost, it's pretty easy to get taken out. That's one of the reasons why things like Clefairy. Yes, Clefairy. That's why the Clefairy runs a Violite. Is because it does need a lot more of that defensive boosting. But with Vivillon, you don't have that, because Vivillon is just like very, very glass normally. Rowlet Ball. No, not 3,800. That would suck if it was that high. Hello there, Angel Rose. How are you doing? Again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Gonna have the Samurott counter guide going up tomorrow. Should be delightfully so. And I'm looking forward to the Samurott raids tomorrow. They're gonna be fun. I just hope they don't do some bullshit shenanigans. Yeah, the villain stats are so trash. His damage output is hilariously bad, even at +6 with Terra Boost. Don't use it for damage. Just for... Yeah, but the problem is that you're forcing it to be better in the weaker of its stat line. Its stat line is very bad normally, and juicing up its defenses when they're already very, very low isn't going to be helping it as much. So that's a bit of a... I don't know. It's something that I feel is going to happen. Oh, nice! Shiny Wooper. Very nice. Is it Paldean Wooper or regular Johto Wooper? Very curious. The real question is, what ball am I gonna catch the Samurott in? Is the main question we should be asking. I'm probably gonna go Luxury Ball again. Maybe I go Moon Ball on something. I don't know. I haven't decided what Pokeball I'm gonna catch my Samurott in yet. But I do know I'm gonna breed a Trick Room one. Oh, nice, the Paldean Wooper. Nice. I love the purple Claude Siren purple Wooper. He's very purple. Those that don't know, purple is my favorite color. I love it. Egg. Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl. That is the shiny collection. Give us a shiny. Dang it, I wanted to get the shiny Rowlet. We only need one more Rowlet shiny to finish our living shiny decks for Rowlet. Until Hisuian Decidueye comes in the game, and then we need one more for the Hisuian form. Shiny. 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 Dang it, it's not shiny. I want it to be shiny. Friend Guard Mom's currently available. Villano's the only one immune to ground. Gets Pollen Puff. Big risk compared to Jigglypuff. Mouse and Happiny. Really? Happiny gets Friend Guard? Huh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Fascinating. Jigglypuff. Yeah, but the thing is, with Jigglypuff can run a Violite. So that's a bit of a big thing. Jigglypuff at the very least has the Violite potential. How you doing, Kayla? Hope you're doing well. How is the Kayla doing today? 5. There we go. Hello, Foxy. How are you doing? How is Foxy? How is Kayla? So why specifically the ground immunity? Are you meaning just like for competitive play of Earthquake? Meaning the only one in line to get the ability, also the highest special defense of all Friend Guard mons. I mean, special defense and HP is literally the only two stats that the Blissey family has. So, That makes sense. The Blissey family just has 2 stats. It's HP and special defense. They have nothing else. Okay, Foxy be lurking. Friend becomes healer. Interesting. I knew that Blissey had healer. I didn't know that Chansey also had healer. Because I never see Blissey or Chansey used in VGC, because they're just not really VGC Pokemon. I know they get Serene Grace, and I know they get like Natural Cure. Is that the other ability? Grant immunity for raid purposes. My vividness injuries. Interesting. So do you have it just for like Earthquake users? But the thing is, it wouldn't use Earthquake anyway on stuff, because your allies, if they use Earthquake, don't actually hit you in Terror raids. And raids generally are smart when it comes to type targeting. So it wouldn't use a Earthquake if another move just does more damage. So we're doing DAs with Alan. Oh my gosh. What is he up to like 19 times odds yet? Please tell me he is not over 1,900 DAs deep into that stupid Mewtwo hunt. For those who don't know, our friend, definitely not Alan, has been shiny hunting Mewtwo for a long time. And he is, last I checked, at 1,700 and some change Dynamax adventures. And that was a few days ago. So I really, really hope he gets that stupid thing soon. Like, this does not inspire confidence in me for the eventual return to shiny Ho-Oh hunting. Because don't worry, I haven't forgotten about this game. I haven't forgotten about the Ho-Oh that lurks in here. I still haven't forgotten yet. And I'm not going to forget. But when it does come to the shine... Oh my gosh, he's at 20,000. Oh, he's at 20 times odds. Oh. Alan, that poor, poor man. Oh, that poor, poor man. Oh. Yeah, we were talking about Shoe too. We were talking about the stupid Shoe. Yeah, I think that when it comes to Dynamax Adventure Ho-Oh, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be hunting Ho-Oh's shiny in conjunction with the Poipo shiny hunt in Ultra Sun. So that way we can, like, just use time for that purposes. But how are you doing? Yeah, like, Alan is suffered. Like, I've suffered with Ho-Oh. Now imagine that times 4 for Alan with Mewtwo. Mewtwo deserves to burn in the deepest pits of the petri dish it was cloned in. And then thrown into a giant pool of acid. There you go. Like, putting my hand up to the thing, it actually fixes the color issues on it. I don't know. Things going weird. Just like the freaking entire... Why the freak is it add this red tint to everything? What is wrong with this webcam? Oh, 250. Oh my gosh. That's too many. That is 2,000 too many Mewtwo Dynamax adventures. That is way too many for Mewtwo. Oh, man, not fun. Yeah, that's a thing. What do you mean? We all know Mewtwo being forced to find Dynamax Zygarde. No! No! Zygarde at least sparkled early for us. We got Zygarde in 30 Dynamax Adventure successes. Zygarde was at least merciful to us. So, that Zygarde was mercifully quick. I mean, also, you expect Zygarde to take forever. No, the webcam has always been doing this, Foxy. The webcam always acted weird. Remember, this thing's over a decade old. I had this when I first made my old channel. You know, The old channel, the one that's deleted and will never see the light of day again because it has been purged from existence, I used this for. So this thing's like over a decade old, and it still works. Oh, nice. Nice, that dude. Here's what the new team is. Yeah, Zygarde was a mercifully short hunt for us. The funny thing is, I kept harping on we need a full team to do Zygarde raids, and then I did one raid just when I was at college, because it was just me solo, and the one raid I did was the one that I got the shiny on. Figures. It just figures. Oh, like, I wish I had my reaction for that one, because, like, mentally, I don't even remember what my reaction was. It's almost been a year ago, like, yeah, it's been almost a year since I had that, Zygarde shiny. Now that I think about it. Actually, do I have my shiny Zygarde in the storage bank somewhere in here? No, those are way too. Maybe these? No. Nope, those are, wait, it was before that. Free tested videos. Certificate, where, it got, maybe it's around here. No, it was before this. Okay, no, I didn't save it. I had a screenshot of, like, a capture of me when I got it. Okay, then. It seems I didn't save it. I must have deleted it. Team Goldengo, Iron Bundle, Hariyama, Grimmsnarl, Gyarados, and Amoonguss. Interesting. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of Unite compilations I did of, like, you know, stuff that I eventually was gonna go make, and I just never did it. So, yeah. Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, that was a thing that I was working on that I just never did because I stopped playing Unite. Abandoned projects. Yeah. If you guys had the slightest inkling of how many abandoned, like, long-form video projects I have ever attempted, your jaws would hit the floor so hard it would break through the crust. There's been a lot of video ideas I had planned that I just never did anything with. So there's a thing to just keep in mind. The abandoned ideas. Hello, Caleb. How are you doing? Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But let's keep rocking and rolling until we get this shiny little Rowlet. The happy little Rowlet ball. There we go. Rowlet ball is right here. Rowlet ball is right here. There we go. And that's the super awkward thing about with the webcam, because I keep thinking at first glance, oh, it's like a mirror. I hold my hand over here, and then it goes over the Rowlet. No, I have to do it over here. There we go. It's just it's very counterintuitive. Mirrors have spoiled me. Hello, Elijah. How are you doing? How are you doing? School projects do indeed suck. School projects can suck an egg. Lurkix. Okay, leave a like for my suffering on Mewtwo. Yeah, leave a like for the suffering of Alan hunting Mewtwo. 2,000 Dynamax adventures and no shiny. Yikes. Hannah, how is Hannah doing? Hello, Hannah. I've thought about that, dude. I've thought about like a big Discord voice call thing. Only problem with it is that can get out of hand very quickly. Yeah, it's kind of a thing that is not very controllable. I got suspended for 3 days. Hannah, you have to explain. You're explaining that right now, Hannah. You're explaining all of that right now. We need context. What did you do? What did you do to get suspended? What did you do, Hannah? Oh, that's awkward. What is that thing? Where did I put that thing? Okay, do a DM. I'll give it a look. Egg. It is egg. We have egg. Last shiny I got from D8 was Ninjask. When was that? When did you get the Ninjask, Kayla? I'm remembering that day. You got, like, so many freaking shiny Boldor. Oh, that was funny. Like, no, it wasn't the same day. It was, like, 2 separate days. It was, like, back-to-back days. You got freaking shiny Boldor in it. Oh, it was something. That was a day. All right. What did you do, Hannah? What did you do? That is a justified beatdown. That is a very, very justified beatdown right there, Hannah. I condone that. Highly justified. Hello, determination. Nice, Hannah. Very nice. I would not say Grimmsnarl is overrated. Grimmsnarl is a very, very properly rated, terrifying support Pokemon and in competitive. It is very delightful. It is very good. Very deserving of what it is at. There it is. Rowlet ball. We're gonna get a battle. Yep, there's a battle. There we go. There we go. I do love how this thing gets both Intimidate and Guard Dog. An ability that counters Intimidate and an ability that is Intimidate. I like it. Merkle Bird. Yes, Talonflame is overrated. Talonflame is just bad. Remember, Talonflame has a lower attack stat than Amoonguss. Spread the word. Talonflame is weaker than Amoonguss. Yup. That's one of my favorite stat things is Amoonguss is Amoonguss is stronger than Talonflame. I love that. Makes 0 sense. But then again, Talonflame's weak. Talonflame's only purpose is being an HM user of Fly and an Egg Hatcher. But even then, Volcarona's just better. Because Volcarona's good. You got so many freaking Boldor shiny. You got so many of those. Meanwhile, I still only have the one Gigalith I got. Oh, Tin Raging at Mario Kart. What did you do, Mudkip? Mudkip, what did you do? For the pack policy. Wait, you're explaining that, Brett. You're explaining that, Pill. You are explaining that. What did you do, Mudkip? What did you do to Tin? What did you do to Tinier? We don't condone this kind of behavior to Tinier. Okay, wait, okay, what did Who do to it? What was it? A blue shell? Was it a blue shell? Peg was weakest policy ally that has on burden Halucha as possible. Okay, but it's Halucha then. Oh, nice. Nice, Hannah. But thing is then you have to use Halucha. You have to use Halucha for that strategy is the thing. How many flying types did Generation 6 add? Did it add more than 2? Well, I mean, outside of Yveltal, because Yveltal doesn't count because it's a legendary, it's Yveltal. Oh, the Villon family, right. It added there was a Villon too. So Villon... Yeah, but Villon, Talonlame... Talonlame, what was the thing? Halucha, that's the other one. Huh, did it not have that many? So with Unburdened and Swords Dance at the same time before it moves. But then the problem is that it can't run Sash, which, given Halucha's frailty, it kind of really likes that Sash. Right, I guess then you could go like full out HP. Then again, wait, no. You do need a little bit of speed investment to outrun things like Poldyface. Because it's Poldyface. Because Poldyface is stupid. Yeah, regular Sceptile was... Like, Sceptile is just funny to use in competitive anyway. I love it. Like, Sceptile gets good physical moves and good special moves. Granted, almost all of those are grass. So... kind of limited options there. But shenanigans could ensue. Shenanigans could ensue very well. Wait, Fletchender gets Gale Wings? I don't know. I thought that like Gale Wings was only on the final form. I guess that it did. It did get them. Again, this shows the minor extent to my knowledge on various Generation 6 Pokemon. I know basically nothing. Like, if it isn't Tyrantrum or Aurorus, I basically don't know about it from Gen 6. Or Aegislash, because I do like Aegislash. Granted, I like Aegislash because it's so broken. It's stupid broken on OP, and I love it. The other perk of using weaker stages is due to the perk of fainting the fast, letting Choice Scarf, Inteleon with Soak. Oh my gosh. Soak Inteleon. Now that is a play. That is a very brainwave play. I like that. I really like that. Also, I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently the save corruption bug is going to be patched soon. So that's good. Whatever was causing the save corruption bug is actually going to be fixed, so that's good. That's good. I look forward to... I think that might be one thing that kind of was negatively affecting the channel for a while, was the save bug. A lot of people didn't seem to want to do stuff. Okay, to be fair, Mudkip, does anyone ever get good at Mario Kart? Like, I'm a legit question asking for a friend. Does anyone ever actually get good at Mario Kart? Because it's a game where you get screwed over by the rubber band AI and RNG. Yeah, that's a thing that happens. I will be real though. I don't miss Dynamaxing in competitive though. I enjoyed it while it lasted, but it was hugely unhealthy for competitive, and I am glad for all things it's actually gone now. Terastallizing is the healthiest super mechanic they have ever made. Granted, that really isn't saying a whole lot, considering the other super mechanics were absurdly toxic. But it's a step in the right direction. Progress. Surely you must be good then. What's Bloodborne? I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is. Can you elaborate? I'm not getting Mario Kart, Mudkip. I'm not getting Mario Kart. I agree that dude. I hope Megas don't come back either. I very agree. Like, I don't want super mechanics. Even though we would play if you'll get slammed by NPCs. Like, I just want to go back to no super mechanics. I just want to go back to the prime days of black and white. It was nice. It was simple. It was no super mechanics. I miss the days of just simple, basic black and white. That's why I really love BDSP's combat loop. Like, I liked the way BDSP did stuff, where, like, it was no megas, no Dynamaxing, no nothing. It was just, like, classic battle system. And I loved it. Mega Factual Mudkip. There's a factual statement right there. Lando. I don't really... Like, this is kind of the funny thing about Landorus. Well, I mean, this is like, well, legendaries in general. If you made something like Landorus, or Cresselia, or like Urshifu, a non-legendary, and put it at the end of a 3-stage evolutionary line, no one would complain about their existence. That is the funniest thing that I find when it comes to the Pokemon community and like Pokemon in general. We are okay with things being absurdly broken, so long as they evolved. But when it's a legendary, it's a problem. Even when the legendaries really aren't that strong. I find that funny. It took something as absurd as Incineroar for like that to kind of start happening. But even then, it's like, I mean, I love Incineroar. It's obnoxious and competitive, but I love Incineroar. I love everything about Incineroar other than battling against it. That's the best way. Oh, neat! They all go kaboom. That's fun. That's fun. How's everyone doing though? How is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing pretty well. I know I'm doing good. It is 8:50. Okay, so we've been live for about an hour. Bloodborne is basically Dark Souls, but you get into it. I have never played Dark Souls, so I don't know what that even means. Remember, I am exceptionally smooth-brained when it comes to games. I am beyond smooth-brained. If it isn't Pokemon or if it isn't Call of Duty Zombies, I don't know what it is. Yes, I've never played a Mario game. We're working on that. We're working on me playing a Mario game. I've started playing Zelda more, and I've been playing Kirby. It's like, baby steps of progress. Baby steps of progress. Mario Party to never play Mario again. No, I'm not gonna play Mario Party. I don't want to completely cut myself off from that entire franchise because it's content growth opportunities. It is content growth. That is a potentially useful tool for the channel. Especially when whatever Mario Odyssey 2 comes out. Eventually it'll come out. Eventually, maybe. 420. Alright, let's see this thing not sparkle. Hello there, SC00BES. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And delete these Rowlet, which have not sparkled. No, that's not shiny. Yep. Go away. There we go. Not certain how much longer. When it comes to ion deluge, if you show down, you can do exactly ion deluge. You gotta it. Choice band explosion. Right. Now scoops. Oh, scoops. Okay. Oh, neat. I like that. That's clever. It probably wasn't because of that. It probably wasn't because of the Regieleki thing. It was probably they had to remove it for reasons of... Likely it was removed for the same reason that something like Pursuit was removed. There are certain moves that are programmed very, very weirdly. And when it came to the way they had to change the battle coding to allow for Dynamaxing to have the extra health, they had to completely overhaul the battle code. You know, this was something that if you look into the way the battle code is designed for, like, Generation 7 and earlier, and then the battle code for Generation 8, it is a horrible mess. Because the boosted HP was a really, really tricky thing to do. So they had to completely rework everything. And there's a lot of moves that, because of the way they operate, were not able to fit into that way of the coding being the way it is. Which is likely why a lot of those moves got axed. It's just that the way the coding was revised, those moves would not be able to operate because they would have to be, like, just because the way it was reworked. It's just very, very weird. Again, the code of Generation 8 for battles is a complete horror show. I do not recommend you look into it because it will make your brain hurt. It makes my brain hurt. Where I have a smooth brain. So that probably doesn't help. Rototiller, I can understand why it was programmed weirdly, but since it buffs allies and foes with free growth, all allies, iron damage is not different plasma fish, which already exists in the game. But it's also the priority. Again, that's the other thing, is the priority. It isn't just the change of the typings, it is the change of the typing in addition to a couple of other effects that it actually has. That's why Pursuit also had to get axed. Because of the way Pursuit mechanically operates is pretty weird. 200 days down. We have gotten 2 shinies so far. Every time that we get a shiny, we reach the counter to 0. We get our first, like, 300 something, and our second was at 88. So we're sitting pretty for under odds, pretty heavily. Immigrabi, I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. But yeah, it likely isn't the Explosion Regieleki thing. It's more likely the battle code rework was a big problem. And that's what it was, because the only one that was removed likely for balance reasons was Hidden Power, which I am very glad hidden power was removed, because all hidden power did was give a massive edge to people who gen. And it's good that it's gone now. And honestly, with the change they made with Terra Blast being a thing, likely that is to replace hidden power. Because notice how Unknown has not been in any game that is not BDSP or Legends. And the way that hidden power operates operates in Legends is a little wonky, and it is exclusive to Unknown. So it's a bit of a weird thing. Yeah, there's a few moves that were removed for balancing reasons. Toxic was one of them. Your Toxic, hidden power. Okay, now that those are shiny. I think that's it. There were a few of them, but you know, those were the big ones. And I am glad. But you know, there's a couple of moves that just they had to be removed because like very, very weird mechanical interactions of how the ability operates. Yeah, tomorrow we got the Samurott counter guide video. That's gonna be delightful. I got a feeling that like we way super overthought these Samurott raids, and that they're gonna be a lot easier than we expect. But it pays to be over-prepared. It very heavily pays to be over-prepared. I would rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. That's why I was super glad the Decidueye raids were like, yeah, no, the plan I came up with the Decidueye actually like was the best play with Miraidon. Miraidon was an easy one to do with Decidueye. Just Acid Spray and Miraidon goes for the kill. Even the solo kill was actually really good on it. Yeah, I'm wondering how long was that? I thought I saw a thing in the tree. Did I not see a thing in a tree? Maybe it was the Pokemon Center sign. Maybe it was the Pokemon Center sign and I'm just being a smooth brain. But I thought I saw something in the sign. No, I saw something in the tree. Okay, no. It was the Pokemon Center through the tree. That's what it was. One more egg. There we go. Now we go to... There we go. How much longer do you think I'm going to be doing this for? Between a half hour and an hour, I would say, maybe. I want to at least get to odds. That my goal is to hit odds with Rowlet. So, let's see. So what we go? We need 80 more eggs. We do about a minute. Yeah, we should be live for about an hour or so. Maybe a little more than an hour, depending on how things go. That should be. Yeah, that math works out right. Yeah, we will hit odds by the end of the stream. We will be hitting odds. The goal is to hit odds. Full speed ahead and ram it. What are the odds for actually Masuda no charm? I believe the odds for Masuda no charm is 1 in 1,365. I think it's the same as hatching with the charm no Masuda. I could be wrong on that. But I think it's about 1 in 1,300 something. With Masuda, it's 1 in 512, which is honestly very good odds. Still doesn't help explain why Froakie has been doing this. Yeah. Yeah, Froakie's been an absolutely horrendous shiny hunt for us. I hate that frog. Rowlet ball. It's also important to remember, you cannot use Sandwich Sparkle Power when it comes to Masuda eggs. So Sparkle Power does not affect eggs. It's kind of sad. But also, it would be super broken if you could combo that with the... Oh, it's a Dreepy, that's what that was. It was baby Polteface. Yes, we call Dragapult Polteface here because I just find it funny to say Polteface. It's Polteface the dragon. I mean, its face is a catapult, so it quite literally is a Polteface. If you use Sparkling Power for hatching, it would be so broken. Because, like, Sparkle Power with the Shiny Charm, it doubles the odds. Oh, nice! Got a Shiny Among Us. You got a Shiny of a thing that is stronger than Talonflame. Delightful. Amungosas. Samunogas? Amungo. Amoongus is one of those Pokemon that I just really, really despise competitively, but just find so amusing otherwise. Like, not quite in the same degree as Incineroar. Like, Incineroar is legitimately one of my favorite Pokemon that exists. I just hate fighting it in VGC because it gets such an obnoxious kit for screwing over everybody. It gets Intimidate, it gets Parting Shot, it gets Fake Out, it gets U-Turn, it gets freaking Close Combat. It just gets all the moves. It just gets all of the moves in existence that it needs, and then it just annoys things. But at the same time, I just like Incineroar. I just think it's a really neat Pokemon. On the other hand, you've got the Mushroom, which just uses Spore. It just uses Spore, just uses Rage Powder and Foul Play, and makes you want to strangle it. MASUDA, got my Gyarados, gonna use the Buzzby Dragon Dance, but fun. I love Dragon Dance Gyarados. Granted, I was a big fan of Moxie Dynamax Max Airstream Gyarados back in Sword and Shield days. But those days are now gone. So I can't go just stupid broken OP noob tube Gyarados. But it was really fun while it lasted. Downstairs a lower attack stat than Piplup. I thought it was an Oddish. Get a shout out to this Swaggle, nice. I love Shiny Rowlet. It's just so happy. Rowlet is just such a happy little ball of joy. Look at this happy little joyful ball. For Nintendo Pokemon Showdown. Guy did Dunsparce was headbutt and para. Oh my god. I love that. I love Paraflinch. Paraflinch hacks is delightful. And finally back, Samurott Jack. Exactly, Omar. Gonna throw a bunch of shoes at Mewtwo. No, Mewtwo just should be turned into shoes. Mewtwo will be skinned and tanned and turned into a pair of boots. Headbutt. I love it. Like, I'll be honest, Scoobs. I'm a big fan of Togekiss. I am a huge fan of the Pokemon Togekiss. There is something just special about winning not because you're good, but because you just throw sheer RNG at people and it annoys them. Like, I do a lot of draft leagues. And in those draft leagues, I will always pick Togekiss as one of my first picks. And everyone in the league groans when I pick Togekiss. Because they're like, why? Because they know, okay, it's time for Choice Scarf Togekiss. Or Thunderwave Togekiss. Done sparse with no segments? I'm not sure I follow. Like, Paraflinch is stupid. I will fully acknowledge. It is dumb. But it's just silly. It's silly amusing. Which is like, at the end of the day, isn't that what matters most? Just amusement. Which is funny, because I'm actually using Togekiss in the Elite Battle League draft. The Elite Battle League, for those who don't know, is a draft league that is between me and a couple other YouTubers. Highly recommend checking that out after this one. And I'm actually not running a Serene Grace Togekiss in there. I'm running a Super Luck Togekiss in those battles. Because crit is fun. But aside from the one battle against Timmy B's Mewtwo, a crit from it did not matter at all. I remember after that battle with Timmy, he said, please don't name this video That Crit Mattered or something like that. And I was like, I'm not going to name it. I'm not that kind of person. But it was like, I was like, please don't name it That Crit Mattered. Because there was a previous battle in the EBL this season that was named That Crit Mattered. The funny thing is the crit actually didn't matter in that fight. Mia, don't worry, Alan. I avenged you against that Mewtwo. Dunsparce and Salamence. I know, I love that. Dunsparce and Salamence. Same height. Giant dragon monster. Derpy little snake with wings. Same height. Same height. It's like when you remember, oh yeah, Furt is 6 feet long. Furt is a 6 foot long floof noodle. And it is delightful. It is a 6 foot long floof noodle. Think of the floof. Same height as Pheromosa, by the way. And then you got Lucario, less than 4 feet tall. Lucario is just, it's so tiny. He's like 3'11". It's small. I'm short, and even I'm taller than that. Okay, I'm 5'4". I'm not short. I'm average height. Which is like, not even 4 feet tall. Short. It's like when you remember, oh yeah, Charizard's like 5'2" or something like that. Funny thing is that like Fraligator's like 7 feet tall or something like that. That's actually smaller than like real life crocodiles and alligators. Because real life crocodiles and alligators are freaking huge. It's terrifying. Just all those teeth and claws and just terrifying, but also awesome. Because crocodiles. Crocodiles are cool. Oh, look at the happy little sheepo! Look at that waddle! I'm so flummoxed! Hello there, Sandy Koala. How are you doing? I'm so flummoxed. I love that. I really, really gotta watch Golden Wind really, really fast again. It's so silly. Here's Floof Noodle. Floof Noodle is what we call Furret. Because Furret is 6 feet long. If you look at the Pokemon Furret, look at its Dex entry. It is 6 feet long. It is a 6 foot long, noodle-looking thing that is made of floof. Therefore, it is a floof noodle. What the heck is floof noodle? Floof noodle. It does noodly things. It does floofy noodly things. I'm still reminded of that one episode of the anime where Misty said that Furret was a ground type. Misty, you're an idiot. Hey, 0 special attack. I love that. I love seeing 0 stats. Yes, I do, that dude. I do have a shiny Frostlass. I got my shiny Frostlass in Dynamax Adventures. And that was when I was shiny hunting Kartana. Which, coincidentally, was also in, like, the same hunt phasing that I got my shiny Salazzle. So, two of the most infuriating to get shinies I actually got without having to hunt them the standard way. Which, for me, is good, because it saves my sanity. What do you mean that was a Snover? What, there was no Snover. Rowlet ball. It's Snover 9000. Oh, it's Tarotundula. Tarotundula. Fantastic design. It's a ball of yarn. It is just a ball of yarn. No, the shiny Frostlass that I got. No. You think of Snorunt. Yeah, Snorunt is what evolves into Frostlass. Snover is what evolves into Abomasnow. No, I got my shiny Frostlass as a Frostlass in Dynamax Adventures, because you get Frostlass and Glalie both in Dynamax Adventures, and I was hunting for Kartana. So I went over the Frostlass, because, oh, Frostlass has a special attack stat. And it has a high special attack stat. Well, not high special attack, but has, Shadow Ball. And Kartana has a non-existent special defense stat. So Shadow Ball will just rip right through it. And it did. Oh, we do not have home yet. We do not have Pokemon home yet. It's Snover Anakin. I have the high ground. Exactly. It's Snover. I love it. There are many, many amusing puns you can make with Snover. You're not shiny, okay. We're probably going to be getting home soon, because they are putting out a patch for Scarlet Violet on the 31st. Whether that is the 31st when it rolls over from the 30th onto the 31st, or at some point during the day of the 31st, we don't know yet. But possibly it could be during that, because they're going to be updating and fixing the save corruption bug. Apparently, I have not encountered the save corruption bug, but they're apparently going to be updating it, and that's going to be included in the patch there. So, potentially, it could be during that. So, that's the thing. But we don't know yet. We don't really know when home compatibility is coming. I hope it's soon, but also, I don't want to see Incineroar come back yet. Just a few more days to let me have the bliss of not needing to deal with Incineroar face on competitive battles. I don't want to deal with Incineroar. I love that thing. I just don't like fighting it. Although you just don't believe Tin about anything. Team Fortress. Nice. Team Fortress 2. Is there a Team Fortress 1? Okay. I have never played Team Fortress 2. But is there a Team Fortress 1? Oh, or is Team Fortress 2 just like a game? Like just the name they picked for some reason? Oh no, it's got everything from X and Moon. Delightful. Delightful. No sparkles. No sparkles on deer. No sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Egg. But yeah, I am wondering. I am trying to figure out when we are going to be getting back to the Poipole hunt. Because, like, I just hope when this game gets Poiple, they let you shiny hunt it. But more importantly, they let you shiny hunt it in a ball of your choice. 'Cause I want that Beast Ball Poiple. I really want to get Poiple in a Beast Ball. And have it be shiny. Poiple need Beast Ball. I want it. The Team Fortress 1, it started off as a mod for Quake. Okay. So there is an actual Team Fortress 1. Okay. I never, again, it was like, wait, where is the name 2? Where does the 2 come from? Wait. Holy crap, that's a race. Holy crap. Hello, guys. Oh. Hello, Hefty. Hello, everyone. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new, but thank you for the raid. Hello, Hefty. Hello, Ice Queen. Big Cheese Thrifts. Hair Domino. Ranji, Razzie, Oscartron. Hello, everyone. How are you? Wait, Busy. What do you mean it worked? What worked? What worked? Thank you guys for that. What were you doing, Hefty? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for that. Hey, Ariana, how you doing? We are just hatching some egg for the one and only Rowlet ball. The one and only ball. That is Rowlet. Everyone could call me Place. Hello there, Place. How are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, thank you very much for that raid, Hefty. That was insane. That was a huge raid right there. I tried the redirect. Oh, the redirect. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So what were you doing on your end, Hefty? We are hunting Rowlet Ball. We are hunting the delightful, just bouncing ball of joy. We have had amazing luck with our Rowlet shiny hunt. We got 2 Rowlet shinies so far, both of which were super under odds. We're doing Regidrago. Oh, Regidrago. I salute you, sir. You have more fortitude than I. I'm going to need to hunt Regidrago eventually. It's one of the things that goes hand in hand with the living shiny decks. But I salute to you, good sir. I salute you. You absolute legend. I have never tried using the redirect feature. It makes my brain hurt trying to figure that thing out. It's like, why? Oh, thank you, Emily. Thank you. I was like, we please get like another like 3,000 reposts of that link, Omar, for Hefty. Okay, what does Mario Karted mean? And cut 60 so far. Nice. Yeah, I love MASUDA hunts in this game. MASUDA hunting in this game, I feel is what they always wanted MASUDA hunting to be. And it's because you can see Pokemon in the overworld now, you can actually do MASUDA hunting as because we have gotten, of course not today, but over the course of, like, all of our MASUDA shiny hunts, we have gotten, I would say, probably 20 shinies just by walking. But there is a double-edged sword to this. We failed a shiny yesterday. Because we were MASUDA hunting in addition to overworld shiny hunting, we failed a shiny Silazar. We saw it, the Rowlet egg hatched, and the Silazar booked it at Mach 10 off the screen, and we couldn't do anything. And it was pain. It was pain. Oh. But it does mean that we're gonna go on a revenge redemption reclaim for that. Because all of the shinies we have failed so far in the game, the Psyduck, the Satotl, we have reclaimed them. So we're going to go on a revenge quest for Salazar in the future. And that's going to be glorious. So how are you feeling about the upcoming Samurott raids, Hefty? How are you feeling about them? I'm feeling confident. Because I got a few one-shot strategies that can shenanigan pretty well. The only worry, though, is I just hope this thing does not have weather control. Because that's going to be annoying. But it's going to be pretty fun. I have a plan for defeating Samurott relatively quickly. I just got to figure out what Pokeball I'm going to be cramming that Samurott into. Alolan Marowak. I love Alolan Marowak. The only thing about Alolan Marowak I don't like is Shadowbone is at level 27 and it evolves at level 28. You cannot get it to know Shadowbone in the Alola games until you get to the freaking move relearner. I don't like that. Shiny Ditto and Go. Yikes, that dude. I actually have 2 Shiny Ditto in Go. One of them was the Ditto you got from, like, the Mewtwo research on the Kanto event day. Like, this was a year ago. I was actually with Volcanic Arcanine when I got that, because for those who don't know, Volcanic and I actually live in, like, the same hometown. We went to school together. And, like, we were just driving around, and we got the Ditto research. And then a few months later, I got a Shiny Ditto just by clicking on, like, a regular Pokemon and it turning into a Shiny Ditto. Nice. 200cc Gold Bar. I got excited. Unova Samurott I have is from Go. Looking forward to it. I love Samurott. Of all of the Generation 5 starters, Samurott is my biggest favorite. I love it. And I'm glad to see it back in the game. I'm also looking forward to using it competitively. At least with the Hisuian form. Because freaking Hisuian Samurott with Sharpness is looking like it's going to be a heck of a monster. Because... Oh yeah, we went to high school. We're in middle school and high school. Yeah, we're friends from... We are IRL friends. Yeah, like... It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we went to school together. And... It's just one of like those weird things. Where it's like... You also do content. I also do content. It's neat. Yeah, it was high school with him was entertaining, to say the least. That's all I'll go into detail on. It was entertaining. Considering that high school was not a happy part of my life, he did definitely bring the smiles and the joy to help get through it. Also, I like Samurott. Surprised to see other people like it. Samurott school. See other people like it. I love it. Where my love of Samurott is also like I like using it in the game. For me, my favorite Pokemon tend to be ones that I have used either in a playthrough or on a competitive team or in a draft league and had very positive experiences with it. And Samurott is one of those when it comes to the team, where I've had Samurott on a lot of teams when I play Unova, and it consistently is just fantastic. It's good at doing just about everything. I mean, like, it's a good mixed attacker, it gets good strong moves. It also is objectively the strongest of the 3 starters. Because the other 2 starters, they don't really get good moves for a very long time. Even if you don't evolve them and get, like, their good moves earlier, you have to not evolve them. But Oshawott gets Razor Shell right when it evolves into Dewott. It is the only one of the 3 to get a very high base power move very early. I love both of them too. Like, they're both great. But I love Unova because it's just like, it's good. It's very, very good. It is strong. It gets a lot of great moves by TM. And in many playthroughs, it has, like, carried a lot of the hard fights because it just gets such good coverage. There's a reason why when I played Black 2 and White 2 blind, I picked Samurott as my starter. What's the funny realization, Black Red? Yeah, I went in because I needed the best. But also, for those who do not know, I will be doing a hard mode playthrough of Black and White, Black 2, White 2, I should say. And in that file, I don't think I'm actually going to be using a starter. So, what we're going to be doing is, as soon as we can get the first member of our team, I am going to be just swapping that out for my starter. I still haven't figured out when we're going to be doing that, because the thing is, I do need to get another copy of Black and White, of either Black 2 or White 2, I forget which one it is, because the one that I used for that series was a loaner copy from one of my friends. So, I traded over my stuff, and I need the other one. Yeah, a lot of people I know, like, Samurott's a very hit-or-miss Pokemon. A lot of people, like, Samurott's one of those Pokemon, like, a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon, actually, that there's really no in-between. It's either you love it or you don't. Hello, Infinite the next Kazakage. How are you doing? Hello there, Aggro Blaze. Delightful. Wait, Mudkip, explain. What do you mean 10 left? What do you mean? What do you mean? I think that still lowers your stats, Black. Wait. Does it still lower your stats, actually? Actually. That doesn't lower your stats, because, right, Bulldoze from an ally doesn't lower your defense. Doesn't lower your speed. I mean, that's brilliant. That is actually genius, Black Pill. I'm writing that down. I am writing that down. Because that is terrifying. Liberty Black stat drop, yeah. Yeah, because I was like, wait. Because I remembered in one of the draft leagues I was in, one of my opponents was using a Bulldoze Raikou next to a Clear Body Dynamax Metagross with weakness policy. And it was like, wait. Bulldoze didn't drop its speed. With Terra Dragon, Dragon Dart will OHKO Murkrow, the common Murkrows. I won't deny that to perform. Just stopping Ken gets Ariyama, and now this. I mean, Oshawott is just adorable. Oshawott is a little bean of joy. I love it. Oshawott is great. Hatching Shiny Charmander now understand the dedication to this. Oh! Trust me, aggro. Masuda hunting. Masuda hunting is not for the faint of heart. Masuda hunting is not for the faint of heart. After all, this is where we're up to when it comes to Froakie. Triple over odds for a single egg. And we still haven't gotten that one shiny yet. Masuda hunting is not. The funny thing is, this is the fastest Masuda hunting has ever been. And it still takes a good heckin' while. But yeah, we've done a number of Masuda shiny hunts. Murkrow is the big one as default Hazemon for PvP. No one brings Sash to Viper with Feint and Haze, so Murkrow is the only thing you plan for. Tin really wants to race 3DS Rainbow Road. One person picks Mario Kart 8th Rainbow Road, and it gets picked Mario Kart Rainbow. What? Did Tin finally get his track picked, Mudkip? Did Tin finally get his track picked? Oh, no. The game has betrayed you. The game has betrayed you in your tin trolling antics. Ah, fun. There was a Mario Kart on the 3DS? Yeah, there's been a Mario Kart on literally every Nintendo system other than since the Super Famicom. That shouldn't surprise me. Yeah, says this as I have the 25th anniversary Mario DSi XL that came with Mario Kart. Ah, that was fun. I like a quarter of that DS's touchscreen is just dead because of how aggressively I played Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs. At any rate, I wish you luck on your trying to slam my head into a wall while suffering BDSP proof. Oh, I salute you, good sir. Briefcase Simulator broke me. I went 100k for Rowlet in Gen 7 with the charms. I'm wondering if my game was broken. Oh my god, Mudkip, why? Clariami is a holdable clear body. It's a physical attacker, so it works strategy. That's terrifying, actually. That is a horrifying tactic you just came up with. And I feel that's going to be super exploitable when it comes to something like Groudon. Oh my god, I just realized something. Groudon Scovillain. You don't need the Choice Scarf on the Scovillain at that point, because the Chlorophyll gets activated. Depends on what it's for, that dude. Is this for Terra Raids? Is this for competitive? Because that depends. But, oh, that's terrifying. Clear Amulet, Groudon. Next to Scovillain. That is going to be super fun. Because just, you proc the Chlorophyll. And then you just, okay, boost, boom. You boost once, Solar Beam everything into Oblivion. Okay, better. Both screens. You want both screens on Grimmsnarl. The game picked Tins map. Sad Mudkip noises. Very sad Mudkip noises. Salute you, Mudkip. Yeah, both screens on Grimmsnarl would be ideal. Grimmsnarl very much appreciates double screening. Yeah, back to Waluigi Stadium, because Ted doesn't like it. You are something, Mudkip. You are truly one of a kind. And it's why we love you. Wah! Luigi. Waluigi. Right now, the SNES Rainbow. Like, there's been a Mario Kart game on literally every console Nintendo's made. Getting a sandwich chips and cooked from Jersey Mike's. What's Jersey Mike's? I got no idea what I'm going to be shiny hunting when Home comes out, I'll be real. Like, I don't have the faintest inkling of what I'm going to be hunting. Because remember, I is very, 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 very exceptionally smooth-brained. Like, I when it comes to the shiny hunts I do here, I look at, okay, we'll do the current raid boss. If we get that done, we do something else, like we work on the other starters. And then it's like, okay, well, let's just look at the freaking outbreaks. It's be massive buff to foul play no matter who's. Oh, that's terrifying, yeah. Imagine if you could skill swap Prankster onto Scovillain for that purpose. Scovillain's terrifying. I like it. It's degenerate and obnoxious, and I love it. It's in a place like Subway. Ah. But it's better than Subway, I take it. Because it's not Subway. Oh my gosh, that's degenerate. Oh, I just realized something. Black pill. I can one up that. Clear amulet onto a Pokemon with simple. +4 to physical attack. +4 to your physical attack with that. Oh, that's gonna be a whole new kind of degeneracy. I almost sniped 4th from 10. Ah, this is why we love you, Mudkip. Simple Dondozo. Simple Dondozo, Simple Donbozo. That's terrifying. I have no idea, David. I don't know. I'll be real. Rowlet ball. There we go. Boxes until the game. Only other option is simple level. Well, yeah, but you're not gonna run a physical Swoobat. Then I guess you could run physical Swoobat. I think it's like Heart Stamp. Does Swoobat get acrobatics? Well, then you can't run acrobatics because you have to have the clear amulet. Aerial Ace? Honestly, Simple Nummel. Oh, that's terrifying. Simple Nummel. Oh, wait. Does Camera Up not get Simple? Simple doubles the stat changes of something. So basically, you know how Swords Dance gives you +2? Simple Swords Dance gives you +4. It also works with debuff. So if you have Simple and you get debuffed, if you have a move like Fake Tears, which double drops your special defense, Fake Tears onto a Simple Pokemon would debuff it by 4. Get Speed Swap and Skill Swap. I love Speed Swap. I love Speed Swap. It's a fun move. Speed Swap reminds me of the time I used a Speed Swap Raichu to destroy Trick Room. What I did was I went up against a very, very hard Trick Room team. This is in Sword and Shield. So what I did was, I was like, this person is using Trick Room. So I didn't have my Raichu use Fake Out. I had my Raichu use Speed Swap on, it was either their Hatterene or their Rhyperior. So, under Trick Room, they would move last, and my Raichu would now move first. I then gave the low speed via Speed Swap over to my Duraludon, which then proceeded to obliterate their entire team. And then, just to rub salt into the wound, on the last turn of Trick Room, I took my, the previous turn I took my fast speed back. And on the last turn of Trick Room, I gave them I took away the fast speed from them and gave them their slow speed back. So that way they just didn't get to move first at all the entire fight. And I was just laughing my ass off. Saiyan support pick. Because it can give you simple, speed swap, and excellent second. It got so much good tech. It got so much good tech. Swoobet is criminally underrated. It's good. It's good. It's good kit. Like, imagine. Like, this would be probably the most terrifying thing imaginable. Simple beam onto Volcarona. What do you do? What do you do at that point? You get vaporized. That's what you do. Trick Room team with fake offensive team, Psychic, Articuno, and Frostball. Fun. Fun. I love that. Like, there is something so beyond satisfying about just crushing Trick Room teams. Like, I love Trick Room teams. If you watched Week 5 of the EBL, which I highly recommend you do, it is me pulling off a singles Trick Room team and making that shit work. The problem is, what if you don't have Rock Slide? Like, obviously you don't do that if Rock Slide is in play, you don't have that in. But, like, it's just silly. It's just kind of silly. Like, no, that you could do that. But, like, Flame Body is good on Volcarona. It does a good job of keeping, like, Fake Out off of it. It does a good job of, like, just deterring physical attackers. But at the same time, Simple Quiver Dance, go purr. Simple Quiver Dance, just go shenanigans. Mudkip, watch the video. What? Mudkip, you have to watch the video. I'm not gonna sit here and explain the play-by-play. That's Lonely Hermit's job, but that's not gonna come out for a few days. So, watch the video, Mudkip. You will enjoy it. It is stupid. It makes no sense in a conventional sense, but it freaking worked. It freaking worked exactly as I planned it. And it won. Simple Quiver Dance plus Instruct. Oh! Oh! That's delightful, Black Pill. That is just diabolical. I love it. Because you never want to give Xerneas. You never want to give. Well, then again, yeah, you could give Xerneas Simple at that point. Because at that point you don't need Fairy Power. You don't need Fairy Aura at that point anymore. Because like you're +4 on special attack and special defense speed. You're fine. Watch the video and I'll explain it after, Mudkip, okay? Did you watch the video? Watch the video, then I'll explain it, alright? Because you need to see it in action to see how it worked. Then I can explain. The only issue with the Instruct, though, is it's like 3 turns of setup you gotta do, because you gotta do the Simple Beam, then I don't know, it's a little tricky to do. But one thing I think could be really fun. Simple Beam onto Skeledirge. Because Skeledirge always gets a +1 from Torch Song. You'll get a +2 every time you use Torch Song. Use Skill Swap instead of Simple Beam. Keep the fairy damage up buff while doing that. Zubat's just silly. It's such a silly Pokemon. And it gets such good kit. It's terrifying. It's not even 20 minutes, Mudkip. It's a short video. It's not that long, alright? I'll play Salmon Run with you later, Mudkip. Alright, we'll just watch the thing. I am proud of that battle, okay? Gen 5 had so many just fun psychic types. Like, I'm personally very partial to, I'm personally particularly partial to Sigalef. Because I love Gravity. I love Tailwind. And I love Speed Swap. I had a Gravity Tailwind Speed Swap shenanigans strategy where I used Gravity turn 1, Head Smash on an Aggron with Rock Head. So that way Aggron would always hit. With Head Smash. Then I would Speed Swap the next turn to give Aggron ridiculously high speed, and then you start blasting fools into oblivion with Head Smash. It was stupid and I loved it. Yes, Mudkip, you heard me right. Watch the video, and I will do Salmon Run, okay? Okay? The running of the fish. Bah. Dino rollers. I know how to play on your weaknesses, Mudkip. I know your weakness for the Dynamo Roller. King is Kohozuna. But Dynamo Roller. The Dynamo Roller. The Dynamic Roller. You know you want to do it, Mudkip. You know you want to. You know you want to do it. You know you want to. Do it. Do it. Do it. I still have fond memories of us going against Ouroboros, me having the Hydra Splatling, and just blasting that thing into oblivion. Aggron with Autonomize was fun, made low kick, grass knot, basically tickle, while having Aggron outspeed everything for those head smash without having any speed. Yep, it was hilarious. It's freaking hilarious. Well, then again, low kick would still do a lot of damage to Aggron anyway. It is still a quad effective move. But yeah, I love Autonomize. Autonomize is one of those moves that makes so much sense after the fact and makes you wonder, why do they not have moves like this beforehand? Like, it's like coaching. It made sense, like, yeah, there was, nothing like that existed, but then, like, okay, coaching exists. How did we never get this move sooner? It makes perfect sense. I am so sad that coaching is no longer a thing. Yeah, we might get it back again later. We might get a return of that. Depending on how the DLC is handled, we could actually see, like, coaching return. Though, I do hope Grassy Glide stays in the netherworld of non-existence. Because I don't miss Grassy Glide Rillaboom. Grassy Glide Serena. Grassy Glide, insert grass type here. Frag for banned Riolu 2OP fan. Riolu 2OP. Attract was never really an issue. Unless we're going against, like, the only time Attract would ever really be a thing is if, like, you know the genies are going to be a problem, or you know Cresselia would be a problem and use it to gender metagame. What do you mean what do you mean they nerfed Grassy Glide? What did they do to Grassy Glide? I know how much you hate Dynamo and Nozzle knows, so I guess I'll watch the video. Yay! I know how to get Mudkip to do things. Hello there, Shy. How are you doing? So what did they do to Grassy Glide? Did they nerf its power or something? I don't know how much about competitive in watching videos, but I do want to get into it. Competitive is super fun, aggro. I highly recommend you check out the Elite Battle League videos we do. It's me and a few other YouTubers that I know, and it's sort of a draft league that we do. And we love battling. Oh, sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there. I actually don't think Cortana got Grassy Glide. He lost 10 base power. I mean, it's not really going to hurt it that much. I don't think we're ever... That's not going to hurt Grassy Glide all that much. Because the thing that made Grassy Glide really strong is it's boosted by terrain, it's stab, priority. You know, it's still up there as one of the stronger priority moves. And unlike with extreme speed, it actually gets type effectiveness. Although, by the way, are very dumb this rotation, so... Got it, Mudkip! So extra suffering on my part, which means more suffering for you to enjoy. Oh, been lurking. 110 Fangs and Shield, Trico in Omega Ruby, Blacephalon, Ultra Sun, hoping Blacephalon shines tonight. Oh my god! Do you not have the shiny charm? Shiny Blasty Boy. I'm reminded of the person that got a shiny... I'm reminded of the person that got a shiny Stack-Attacka. And they reset over it. Because it didn't have a 0 speed. Yeah, it looks super fun. My AS Pokemon from Genesis to ROWLET. I want to see how strong it is. So ROWLET is interesting. I really love Bitter Blade. Like, a draining fire type move is something I never thought I would see, and I never knew I needed it. Jet Punch, Grass Glide have the same base power, but Jet Punch does not require rain to be prior attack. The thing is, you would really only ever use Grassy Glide on Rillaboom, which is the thing. Like, that's more so the things that you're really only ever running Grassy Glide on something like Rillaboom or on a team where Rillaboom is present on another grass. Like, you'd have, like, Serena. There were a number of Grassy Glide users that were, like, Serena and Rillaboom on the same team, specifically for the purpose of redundancy. And the other thing is, Grassy Glide is boosted by the Grassy Terrain's power. So, like, it's, you know, it might be, like, 60 base power now, but it's still getting a 30% boost from the terrain. Also, is Palafin part fighting? Or I'm pretty sure Jet Punch's part is a fighting type move. But I don't think Palafin itself is part fighting. So, like, you're also lacking the 50% bonus from stab. So you're lacking a 50% bonus from stab. You're lacking a 30% bonus from a terrain effect. Which really is what climbs Grassy Glide's power into, like, the bonkers realm. Yeah, well, Rillaboom lost Grassy Glide, and that Grassy Glide just isn't learned by anything in the gen. If they re-add Grassy Glide, it's still going to be as strong as it was before. Yeah, I know Rillaboom does not get. Yeah, that's the other thing. Palafin is not getting stab on Jet Punch. So, it's not as good of a comparison, because there's the loss of stab, there's a loss of the terrain. So, Jet Punch is about half the power that something like Grassy Glide was. But Jet Punch is water, really? I thought it was fighting. Okay, okay, guess I was wrong about that. Okay. Why did I see... Huh. I remember reading something and thinking it was a fighting type move. Weird. Okay. Okay, then it's not as much. Okay. But there is still the difference in power of the terrain helping. Like, that 30% from terrain really does help it. Okay. Interesting. I remember seeing it was fighting. Okay. Noted. Okay, then. Let me double check. Pure water. Rillaboom does not get... Yeah, nothing. Yeah, Grassy Glide was a move it did not get by level up. Grassy Glide was a move tutor on the Isle of Armor. Likely, whatever this thing's DLC is going to be, it's going to have its own version of the Isle of Armor. Runs with Draining Punch all the time. Probably think of that. Maybe. But yeah, there is also the thing of the extra 30% damage that you do get from the Grassy Terrain does help. Plus, Grassy Terrain, oh, well, Grassy Glide was meant to deal with things like Kyogre. Yeah, but also, you don't auto-set Rain when you bring in Palafin. That's the other thing. Yeah, week 5. Yeah, that's sort of the thing that separates it, is when you bring Rillaboom in, boom, Grassy Terrain is active. But with Palafin, you don't bring Palafin in, and Rain is auto-set. Yeah, it's a little different. Why does he use Drain Punch, though? Why does Palafin run Drain Punch? Yeah, it's a little bit of a different thing. It's a little. There are commonalities between the two of them. But also, the Grassy Glide was used to, like, knock out things like Kyogre. Until Jet Punch gets Dex Spread, it's only locked to Palafin. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's what really made Rillaboom Grassy Glide just terrifying. Was that it could come in and it could hit a lot of stuff. Also, Grass does hit a lot of things, like, for, like, very, very respectable damage in VGC. Sustain. What item does Palafin run? Does it run the boxing glove item? I'm ready to see the bullshit you speak of. It's not bullshit, Mudkip. It's a 100% factual nonsense. You're gonna love what you see in this video. I haven't done competitive in a while. All I remember is I ran Terra Steel on Palafin and everyone else was running Fairy. Get me stab super effective on the opposing, which was nice. Fun. Fun. Dolphin Head Bonk. Ah, Palafin. I simultaneously love and hate Palafin's evolution method. Like, unironically, I like how stupid it is. That it's so obnoxious. And the other thing is, I also hate it. Got a lot of options depending on what it's got. The glove, the boots, big root, life orb, lots of stuff. Big root just for Drain Punch? Clear Amulet and Eject Pack. Wait, what does it have that would drop its stats? I'll get back at a competitive. Just waiting for home update. Libbits. Life orb and lots of sloop. Yeah, Palafin does get a decent variety of stuff it can do well. I assume the eject pack is for... Does it get close combat? What's up my Violet because full lots I want to trade off my shinies. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Storm and home and then do stuff and things with it. Clear amulet and a jack. Wait. Okay. I for a second I thought my nose was bleeding because I tend to get nosebleeds around this time of year. But okay, it wasn't bleeding. Big root is for drain because bulk up sets up, so big root keeps HP up. Sets. Oh, interesting. Bulk up. I'm curious. So what's the eject pack for? Like, it just intimidate users? It's a free... Oh, clever. Fun. Yeah, the only thing that I guess keeps me away from doing anything with Palafin is, in doubles, Palafin is nothing. The issue with it is, the value of a switch in doubles is extremely high. And with Palafin, you know, turn one, exactly what they have to do. They need to either click that flip turn, or they are hard switching out. And that is a huge amount of value you give to the opponent, just in team preview. Well, it's about a month now. We're not breaking Violet real quick. See how the charm holds up. Intimidate usually, yes. Also let you be flee, clear set out if your opponent tries checking you with charm. What gets charm this gen? Weird. Interesting. I feel like you would probably have... I feel like I would have gone for like a Rost barrier just in case of burn. Interesting. But yeah, I would never use Palafin in doubles just because it gives so much information to your opponent right from the get-go. Like, yeah, I'm going to be hard switching out, or I'm going to be flip turning. And you can easily shut that down. You... And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. We've been live for what, about 2 hours? Yeah, we've been live for 2 hours. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to hatch off another set of eggs or so and get ourselves up to odds. There are 2 more eggs we can hatch. And then we hit odds. So, I forgot Meltan box today. Today was the last day. Kitchen. Sad. Sad boy noise. Sad boy noises. Sad Mudkip plays. But yeah, so we will go find somebody to go raid after this. It also deletes Palafin if paired with Githern. I mean, Gastrodon and basically anything else. Gastrodon with anything just deletes Palafin. But yeah, we always do a raid before we end. We always go on a raid. With a big brain and one's hard switch going into the Among Us, getting him to put to sleep as they look back. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's delightful. Yeah, that's the thing. It's... The flip turn is such an obvious thing that it's a huge tell. Got that Shadow Tag stops the swap, Gaston blocks the flip turn. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Shadow Tag exists. That's it. It's something. Do we raid the Jakey? Nah. Okay. Let's go ahead and stay to Cobra. It's been a while since we raided Cobra. Rowlet ball. Do 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 do. Let's go to do 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 do. Let's go find somebody to raid. Do 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 do. Who is doing some shiny hunting? Though I guess I should say. 10 is doing some other stuff. Pokeball on Mike. No, doing some card openings. Ah, Fishy. We haven't rated Fishy. But yeah, we've gone over odds. So yeah, this is the first time that we have gone over odds in this shiny hunt for Rowlet. Just a thought. Do not play volleyball with Rowlet. Rowlet is a good bean, and we love Rowlet. Do not play volleyball with the Rowlet. We do not play volleyball with Rowlet. Yeah, we'll go right Hesitated Cobra. We rated Everest a little bit ago. We rated Everest relatively recently. But yeah, we are gonna go raid Hesitated Cobra. Chat. Exactly. Whalmer exists to be a volleyball. Whalmer is pure volleyball Pokemon. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And Mudkip, finish watching the match and let me know. Because Rowlet is a good bean. Because Rowlet is friend. Rowlet is perfectly friend-shaped.